People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now with all the senile, delusional, liar bloggers, cock and bull stories, with all the popo that are out there instead of serving and protecting, they're out overseas selling cocoa. With all the corrupted politicians out there selling and leasing Jamaica's land for pennies on the dollar. With all of the stories and the foolishness and stupidness on social media, it seems as if the real criminals are being relegated to the least common denominator. It seems as if the real criminals that are out there that are actually doing crime are basically forced, may I talk about on the back burner, may I talk about out of the spotlight. So people, it seems as if the real criminals are getting in their feelings and they needed a spotlight. So people, in this video, this is about a Jamaican that left from Jamaica and went over to the Bahamas. I don't know if he went over to the Bahamas and basically was trying to get to Florida to the USA. However, because of the COVID situation, he basically gets stuck. So people, you know that desperate times calls for desperate measures. So it seems as if this man was desperate and he basically started rob and shoot up everything over the Bahamas. And people, if you know anything about the Bahamas, it is a very successful country. Their dollar is equal to the US. So we are talking about $1 for one Bahamian dollar. And there is not much crime over there, not like Jamaica. So people, you know that this man was creating chaos and catastrophe all over the place. So people, anyway, them hold him. So take a listen, take a look to this video, and then I'll give my piece.
Charged with a Jamaican national is brought before the magistrate's court today, charged with a recent string of armed robberies for the month of June, including that brazen daylight robbery at RHABBA's gas station on West Bay Street. 22-year-old Shaquille Smith, also known as Shaq of Golden Gates No. 1, was charged with 5 counts of armed robbery and 1 count of attempted murder Wednesday afternoon before Magistrate Andrew Forbes. Smith told Forbes that he is a Jamaican national who came to the Bahamas on holiday and was due to return May 22nd. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, he was unable to travel. Smith was charged in connection with the June 9th robbery of RHABBA's West Bay Street. He was also charged with robbing Owen McCafferty, a customer at the gas station, of his wallet which contained $1,500. He is also accused of the June 3rd robbery of Denisha Brooks, where he allegedly made off with $200 and a pack of Aspen Green cigarettes valued at $10, property of Trey's convenience store. On the same day, Smith allegedly robbed 4G's convenience store of $955. The Jamaican was also charged with robbing McGrab convenience store of $761.59. His charge sheet also included the June 9th robbery of J&S convenience store, where he allegedly made off with $300, and the attempted murder of Samuel Strawn, the owner of J&S convenience store, who was shot during the robbery. Smith was allegedly armed with a handgun and concerned with another during all of the robberies. Co-accused Devin Carey recently faced similar charges. Smith was not required to enter a plea to the charges and was remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections. He is set to return to court on September 30th for the presentation of a voluntary bill of indictment. Before leaving court, Forbes provided Smith with an application for bail.
So people, let's put this into proper perspective. So this was a church youth that left from Jamaica, went to the Bahamas on vacation. Things get rough, him kind of get stuck. So he became resourceful and he thought that it was a very good idea. Conveniently, him feel like him and him next friend is co-accused, supposed to pick up a tool and basically go look some money. And people, when I talk about looking some money, I am not speaking about withdrawing money that you have in the bank. Should may I talk about the debit card? May I talk about it seems as if he thought that it was a good idea to become Bonnie and Clyde or Bonnie and Bobby. Because people will say he was all over the Bahamas, a rob here, a rob there. We are talking about gas station, we are talking about people, we are talking about business. Any and everybody was an equal opportunity victim. So people, let me tell you something. The Bahamas is not like Jamaica. The Bahamas is very small. Maybe, well, I am speaking about Nassau. Maybe about 14 or 20 miles by maybe 7 miles. You understand what I'm saying? Wide. So people, we are talking about a small place. When we talk about Jamaica, Jamaica can cover Bahamas, or Bahamas can multiply like hundreds of times into Jamaica. So therefore, whenever anything happens, you are not hard to find, especially when you have an accent that is outstanding. So therefore, people are going to easily identify, say, this is a Jamaican. So what you think is going to happen? They are going to go through their immigration paper, them immigration logbook, and say, which Jamaican came into the country at this time? Who is still there? Who has not left? Who has overstayed their time? And tada, there you go. You are a part of a small minority. So therefore, you're not hard to find, especially when you're robbing gas station, and the gas station them have all sorts of surveillance camera, aka OC, CCTV. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that it was not very hard for the officials, me I talk about the popo in the Bahamas, to locate this man and slap on some charge on him. So more than likely he is going to get couple dozen years, and then after that they are going to deport him back to Jamaica. Maybe when he is about 40, because he is what? He is 22 right now. So maybe when he's about 40 or 50, he is going to come back to Jamaica. We are talking about a deportee. People, it is going to be hard for him to basically start over, point blank and period. So anyways, people, the moral of the story is this. We see a lot of things going on social media, and you have to believe half of what you see and half of what you hear. And we see that the real criminals are being forced out by these bloggers, by these thieving and hustling and smuggling popo, by these thieving politicians, and finally they are getting their spotlight. They are getting their 15 minutes in the sun. We are speaking about their 15 minutes of fame, and them 15 to 150 we are talking about here in the big house. We are talking about in the Bahamas. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like I say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, one word. Don't put any space between the words, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. And also, please subscribe to this channel. We're speaking about True Jamaica Buzz. And when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon, and also press all in the option. Now, people, have you ever wondered what is the difference between the popo, politician, the real criminals, and the coronation market? People, the difference is just the name, because all of them are the same. All of them are scandalous. All of them has a very low moral ethics. And people, this is yet another perfect example. This is a JLP councillor, and I am not going to call any name. However, I am going to show you the picture in the start of this video. And people, when you listen to her language, when you listen to the way that she acts, it is no different from the coronation market. It is no different from the person on the street. And when I speak about the average Jamaican on the street, I am not speaking about the legal, law-abiding, tax-paying. May I talk about morally decent person. I am speaking about the Buguyaga. May I talk about the Sketelina. May I talk about the riffraff them. So people, take a listen, take a look at the video, and then I'll give my piece.
Space down at KCSU. Mrs. Fella down there, you know, have no space down there. You know, see where you go with that fella there, let me tell you this. Your baby father, if you beg me for cover for you, no boy will me no ask me for cover for you. You hear for me? Shoot, just put up your baby father name on Facebook and me stop talk to you. Just put it up. Cause in time, me gonna make gang them at how I deal with your me gonna make gang them deal with your at a while, can enough the feather beg me hold it down, hold it down, hold it down. Right now my heart a boil, and I call me go call gang them now at a while, I go so. Tell Kenya me say, go in a cartoon and type in the Indian ask them, and she see her bad look. She look like the Indian ask them. Unica look better than Kenya. Me a big woman and me have a good no man never beat me yet, Muncie. Man beat Kenya. Kenya used to get beaten down and something she can't stand up. Tell Kenya me say she not use nice cologne neither. I must know she start smell like somebody. Kenya smell like pissing Nella. Said that me a call you, I'm not get to, but me will leave the voice note here. And it's serious. You see, anyway, me book your first concubine, you go bust up Kenya head. I'm in a business if more run as a more councillor. And I want Petch to stop work and tell lie for me. Me and Petch call me when night and I carry news to me and I say something to Petch. Me not say nothing bad about Kenya. Petch carry back my name to Kenya. I want to go chat Kenya with Petch. Kenya, I go call me, I go talk about big dirty stinking Celia. I'm a dirty daughter of feather. Tina no want you for feather. Remember some me tell you about dirty Kenya. And you get Kenya. Kenya breed for you and have your eye that. Me know. The baby can't put up the baby father name, can't put up and me and hold it down. Feather, me not tell a lie. Me love you very much, but me got this dirty Kenya. Because if you think say Kenya somebody Feather are the worst drunk that you take up in a bull beer. Everybody I call her first concubine. Feather, Kenya are the biggest concubine. Feather a beaten stick bout Kenya, beaten stick bout of a man. Dirty Kenya. Kenya can't chat to nobody. Kenya dunce. You need to get back Kenya enroll Kenya Feather in our basic school. Kenya dunce and can't write her name. And I go talk about if she want to run for councillor, you can't, me can't stop it now. My daughter. If she want to run for councillor, free. Because I don't know who they are going to take her for councillor. 26 subject Tina have. Tina not have to depend on you to get a car. Tina buy her car. And I want to talk about Tina beg your money. Tina supposed to beg your money because enough work she put in for your baby. Kenya not put in nothing more come with her John job. She come give you some. And when Kenya big feather like the river, a bamboo then take and cross Kenya when them I can't wait for your answer. I can't wait for your answer. You're one of the worst drunk in the year. You are one of the worst drunk in the year because you only come out and you can't come up front with your baby father. Put up your baby father name on Facebook. Put up your baby father name on Facebook. And you put it up, you talk to me. I can put up all of my man them name and I can put up my people name Papa who breed me name and my grandpitty name Papa them name. Them can go up. You are young little girl like you can't put up breed you. Up to when you somebody Patana he'll tell me say them tired I see you put up Facebook your next half. Who is your next half? Is a half bring baby Ghana. Mr. Since the Mia start her. She know if we wear skirt suit and I put on talia because she never used to have a part and she never used to look that good. Tell Kenya me said with me here Muncie. Tell Kenya me said with me. Tell her me said she with the last somebody about because thing. Kenya can't glad ever come for sweet like me. Anytime me book her is a day, she think I tired this. She think I tired this. Tired tell her one thing and flap her out up there. Tired tell her so she can go to KCC anytime. Cause she not breed, she not nobody down at KCC, not take her man. Tell Kenya me say in the day she name Kenya walk through KCC. Tell her me say walk through KCC. Cause she put up what she name Mrs. Williams. Tell her go through KCC.
Now people, don't you realize that this is more scandalous than the CMU and Ministry of Education? I am speaking about Professor Fitzpinnock and also Royal Reid. This is more scandalous than the $50 billion that was stolen from Petrojam in 5 years. May I talk about an average of I am speaking about an average of $1 billion a year. This is more scandalous than all of the land that Jamaica, the government of Jamaica, Andrew Holness and the JLP sell out to the Chinese. This is more scandalous than the Chinese actually owning and running the seaport in Jamaica. We are talking about the wharf. People, when you think about what this is all about, this is all about a man named Feather. It seems as if Feather is a playboy. People may not know who named Feather. However, it seems like Feather bang the two of them, and it seems as if there is some sort of eruption because them basically a fight over where I talk about hood. People, when we talk about hood, me not talk about no tree. Do the maths. Point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that, and like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Later.